Are you afraid to talk in front of an audience? 75% of people are afraid to speak in front of an audience. I know I was, but I've gotten over that. Creating a strong speech will help you get over that. Your first step in creating a strong speech is to have a topic and know your topic well. I suggest you pick a topic that you know well because your enthusiasm and your passion will show when you speak. For this lesson, you're going to be speaking in front of a group of adults that are thinking about bringing a pet into their home for the first time. You've decided to narrow your topic down to adopting a dog, and this group has asked you to speak for 5 to 7 minutes. So after you have your topic, which was step 1, step 2, create 3 main topic points. Those 3 points can be something as simple as identifying lifestyle characteristics that are important to your family, researching dog breeds and personalities, and dogs do have personalities, and 3, going to see some dogs. Step 3, flesh out those 3 main characteristics. Since you're only speaking 5 to 7 minutes, you're not going to be able to put a lot of detail into your speech, and that's okay. If you take the first point that you're going to speak about, identifying characteristics of a dog that are important to your family, you can talk very specifically about 2 things: how much exercise the dog needs and how much exercise you're willing to give it, and how important a dog that sheds is to your family. The next step is to add your conclusion. Now, your conclusion should be something that is a call to action. What's a call to action? A call to action is something that builds on the enthusiasm of your audience and asks them to move forward with what you've told them. Think about your speech topics. Is it something that you've asked them to think about, to do, or perhaps not to do? In our lesson example, they're looking at selecting a dog, and you ask them to do a lot of research. So your call to action should emphasize that research. You should tell them, make sure you do your research. Otherwise, if you don't, you'll bring a dog into your home that will drive you crazy every single day. And you don't want that, do you? I bet you don't. And the next step is to write your introduction. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I writing an introduction so late into this process? It's important to write your introduction now because it will flow better with the rest of your speech. And you want to either have a question or a dramatic statistic or some interesting information to grab that audience's attention. In our example that we're using today, you may want to ask your audience, write out, do you want to buy a dog or adopt a dog that drives you nuts every day? A dog that jumps up and down, that's begging to run when you're not a runner? From there, you can move directly into your speech and talk about the characteristics that people need to look at to select a dog that's great for their family. After that, make sure that you fill out your entire speech and then start reading it out loud. Edit it if you find phrases that don't flow well and aren't easy for you to say. After you've rehearsed a few times, time your speech. Make sure you're falling into your target 5 to 7 minutes. If not, make some additional timing changes. Then rehearse more. I really suggest your rehearsal time should be within 5 to 10 days before your speech. This way you have plenty of time. Are you concerned about being afraid and controlling your nerves when you're standing up there in front of that audience? If you are, move ahead to our next lesson. Our next lesson is titled, Feel the Fear and speak anyway. Have a good day.